Hello ladies and gentlemen, I am PANCZASU, thank you for watching it, I'll see you online. This is how long my video is supposed to be right now. If you are unaware, and I'm pretty sure you aren't because I never talked about this, I am running on a deadline. Whenever I want to record a videocast, I have a deadline and I have to make a videocast until this deadline. And when it passes, it is simply too late. The deadline has just passed, in case you are interested. And it is too late for me to make this videocast if I want to upload it by today. I mean, normally it would have to be converting already, then I'd have to immediately start uploading it, and then it would just barely make it on time on YouTube. Whereas right now, it is, as you might imagine, impossible for me to do so, so I might as well take my sweet time. I will still try uploading it, but the results will probably be quite bad, as one might imagine. And oh, the amoebas are actually starting to go for beams now. Well, that's good to know, I'm glad I checked, because I do have some shields, I do not have too many of those. So I'm gonna go for guillotine as usual. What are the new defenses? No defense in terms of shield. Well, okay then, I know what to go for now. But still, I want my soul keys to soak up the damage, because they are soul keys, that's what they are supposed to do. And I'm going to start with Short Circuit and then continue on with Short Circuit because it's just such an amazing card. Now, I'm gonna go into manual so I can talk a little bit more about this, because you might be curious, hold on a second, Pancake, why do you work on a deadline? Well, it's not a strict deadline, okay? It's not like I've got a gun on my head, and if I don't upload a video before a certain time, I'm dead. No, it's not like this, but I like uploading my videocasts when they are easily watchable by everyone, or at least the majority of the people on this planet. So, in the past I used to always upload my videos around, at least I used to try and upload my videos around 4 PM my time, so that for people in my time it would be just around the time when they go back home from work if they're lucky, or they're about to go back home at the very least. If people in Asia, it would be like kinda late, but still a perfect time to watch a videocast. As for people in America, they could watch it during work. No, I'm just kidding. It doesn't matter, they would be able to watch it later down during the day, which is fine in my eyes. And also I'm doing quite horribly, so I probably should change my battle card. Let's go, let's risk magnetic field. So, and there was my line of thought. Then I realized that I might as well, that I need another type of deadline. I mean, I knew that I like to upload those videocasts by 4 PM, but what was the deadline of that? Well, the deadline is 8 PM, because this is more or less the time of maximum, how's it called? Not popularity, but maximum. That's when there are the most people on YouTube during the day, more or less. Actually, the peak of YouTube popularity is a little bit before that. So I figured that it's a good deadline that I could set myself. So I know that if I upload a videocast by then or before then that's a pretty good time for a videocast. Also, the other thing is, that's when the majority of big YouTubers upload their videos. And I know I'm in no shape to compete against them at all. So instead of forcing you to make a choice between them and me, I want to let you watch my videocasts sooner before you watch the casts of some more professional YouTubers. That's my logic, and I'm sticking to it. You're more likely to watch my videocast before you watch a better videocast than after you watch a better videocast. I think it's just common sense. Anyway, I've been talking a lot about YouTube and not a lot about... I don't really need pain to be ecstatic now, do I? But I do want Auriga to be ecstatic. Anyway, but I have not been talking a lot about Endless Space, so I'm going to focus on that right now. So far, everything is going quite nice, I have to say. Cloud Reapers are being installed, just in case the enemy wants to bomb me. AI almost never does this, so I'm not too afraid, but it's better safe than sorry, you know how it goes. I'm not going to just let the enemy invade and take over Auriga just because I didn't install any Cloud Reapers, even though they might still not help me at all. But that's not a problem, that's not a... Oh, come on! You know what I just realized? I didn't put my juice in a refrigerator. It is standing right here. You can hear it, it's all good, but it's warm. I ain't drinking warm juice, no! I have some standards, people, I am not drinking warm juice. It's like a heresy. Such a good juice deserves to be cool. Like a cool night breeze or cool jazz or something. I need a cool juice, okay? Besides, cool jazz and cool juice kind of mixed together, so whatever. So, you know, non-cool jazz, I mean, Jews, I'm mixing the two things up right now, is a no-go in my eyes, so that's bad. Also, I've got no Hyperium, and I do not even see any Hyperium anywhere. I do not care if there is Hyperium around the Harmony area, because, yeah, something I should probably tell you. In terms of military power, you can see that I'm quite powerful, but I'm third. But there are two people more powerful. The most powerful nation in terms of military are the Amoebas, who I'm dealing with, but the second most powerful are the Harmony. And, oh, you can actually see that right now. If they both attack me at the same time, I'm in a little bit of trouble, and they very well might do so. I mean, those guys, they do not have such a big army over here for no reason. Trust me, they are planning to invade me quite soon, and I don't like this at all. But, unfortunately, right now there isn't much I can do about this. Although I could make more ships. I should make more ships. I'll make more ships. So that's that, okay. And I completely forgot what I was talking about. Oh yeah, Hyperium. Well, I have none of it. So, too bad, I guess. Even though it's useful. But I grabbed both Extreme Metallurgy and Combining, and I do not have any Hexaferrum either, do I? Oh wait, I'm just yeah. I've got no Hexaferrum, which is way worse, because Hexaferrum is really quite useful. I mean, at least I have Titanium, which is extraordinarily useful. If I have to pick... If I have to choose between having Titanium or Hexaferrum, I would probably-ish go for Titanium. Not always, but most of the time, like 60% of the time, or maybe even 70%. Something along those lines. Titanium is just really good. It does let you have armor and missiles, which gives you a nice bit of versatility. Whereas Hexaferrum, well, it's nice, and it does give you more tonnage, which is very important, but other than that, it's not used for too many things. This is for some, not too many. I mean, in dense plating, that's nice, you need Hexaferrum for that. And that's actually why I want Hexaferrum most of all, not even the extra tonnage, it's just dense plating, which I'm pretty sure it does require Hexaferrum. Yes, it does. So yeah, that's why I like Hexaferrum so much, but it's not as critical as Titanium in my eyes. Because with Titanium you can replace anything else via the use of armor. So that's at least something that gives you, you know, an escape route, I would say. Okay, then I want to go for Byronic Shielding. It would allow me to get Phoenix type of ship, which is a very nice ship, and I would be able to colonize lavas, and then I could quickly grab Planetary Institute, which is one of my favorite improvements in this entire game. So that's nice, but what are my alternatives? I can go for advanced simulation, so I can finally grab nano repair systems, which is cool. Nano repair systems are very powerful, as you might imagine, and I'll actually probably spam that. So that's also very tempting, even though I wouldn't be able to use my advanced containers. What else is there? Well, I'm thinking about optical research labs, just because I'm doing really well in terms of everything. Fitz, I'm second. As Pillagers, that's impossible. I should be last on endless difficulty. I'm second. How? No idea. It might just be that because I've got cool systems. That's the only explanation I can find right now. All other players have problems with pilots. That's also a possibility. But still, when we go into science, there we go. I'm 5th right now. I used to be the last, and now I'm 5th. Probably because other fuckers are doing even worse than I am. But I'm miles behind the leading party. I cannot afford to do that. So I'm really considering rushing optic research labs. Because they do increase my research on Baron, and I do have a Riga, as you know. And they increase research by quite a lot of lavas, which I'm about to grab a lava. But then again, I cannot grab a lava before I get the tech, can I? So I can wait on that. Besides, it requires antimatter. I have none of it. Which is bad, but whatever. Yeah, I just realized it does require antimatter, so all the stock for nothing. But what I need the most is, honestly, something that will make my ships more powerful. And that's LMI systems. I need LMI systems quite badly, and afterwards I need some better weapons, and I need bombers. I need bombers quite badly. Improved fleet management is nice, it does... yeah, but I mostly care about this because of the ability to grab a new hero quickly. I do not really care about having more ships in my fleet because so far I'm doing quite alright with the amount of ships I've got in a single fleet. So there's that. So I'm thinking element systems first, because I really need this improvement which will help me make more powerful ships. After that, I see no problems rushing for bombers, honestly. Bombers are awesome, even though they have been significantly nerfed, in my opinion, overly nerfed in this patch. I still want to use them, and see if the nerf is as significant as it might be. I do not know, because yes, I know that this was the same nerf that was in Help the Harmony mod, which I played, but in this Help the Harmony mod I never used bombers, because I thought they are rubbish, because of the half damage. Maybe I'm wrong, hopefully I'm wrong, probably I'm not, however, so I'm going to suffer from my decision. We will see though, we will see. After that, my guess is, because I'm such a war-centric faction, I'll probably go for improved fleet management. Actually, it's only 110, so you know what? I'm gonna grab this ASAP and then go for bombers. I can afford a 1 additional 10 waiting for bombers. And then most likely, I know it's quite a long way away, I'll go for lavas and gravity manipulation. Because I need to be able to colonize lavas and gravity manipulation instance. Also, I think about terraforming or re-going to lava. I mean, I know both planets are quite hostile, obviously, honestly, and whatnot. But at the same time, I'd rather have a lava than a barren, even though my research is so poor right now. Even though. Alright, what do I need to do right now? Probably start on my timer, which I didn't do just yet. Holy Toledo, why am I forgetting about so many things? Anyway, I need to redesign my ships, because now I can fit more things on them, which is nice. By more, I mean a slightly bigger amount, not at all that big. So, Sulkies, my dear friends, can I maybe make you grab an additional point of armor? I could probably if you tweaked around this a lot, but I would much rather just grab one more point of shields. And I'll install armor later on my phoenixes, so that's a good idea. Also, the other problem is that I will not be able to install repair systems, because guess what? I do not have Hyperium. Because it's Hyperium you need for that. Yeah, it is. So yeah, that's why I really like Hyperium. The repair systems are awesome, no matter how you look at them. At least I've got armor, which is somewhat something, and with my hero I'll be able to heal relatively quickly-ish as well. But still, non-repair systems, I mean not non-repair, just regular repair systems are very, very important. So, my barbarians, what am I going to do with you? Well, the enemy started using kinetics but forgot about beams, and I do like the looks of beams more than the looks of kinetics. So I'm gonna go for medium range beams. Besides, I like having things in medium range more than in melee range, because in my current setup I'm really banking on the fact that the enemy is unable to reach melee phase, because I want to kill them as fast as humanly possible. With beam it's more likely, because they are most effective in medium range, which I'm expecting to reach every single time, so that's fine. With melee kinetics, it's not the same, because I do not actually expect to reach melee phase in every battle, and even then, I don't actually want to reach this phase, because if I do, then it means I failed, sorta. So, I think you understood my line of thought. As for my invasion ship, can you get another siege point? No, you cannot. I could grab you a little something to make you more, better protected against other ships. I won't though, because I won't. And that's my explanation for the day. I'm now gaining dust, however it might be possible. I guess I gained population, which made me gain more dust. That would be logical. As for you, dear sir, industry to science conversion is all nice and dandy, and that's actually why I can make things so quickly, I just realized. But I'm sorry, I just cannot do this as much as I would love to. I need more ships, and I need them quite badly. I do want some more invasion ships to be able to take out Merop a little bit faster. Sadly, I'm pretty sure that those ships would be taken over quite quickly, and I do need another fleet that is capable of fighting another faction. So I'll make a few Sulkies, quite a lot of them in fact, 3, and then a bunch of barbarians as well, like this many. And I'll make a billion ships in a single 10, and then my economy will be hit, but that's why I've got so much dust stockpiled. I could also hire another hero, but those heroes are not exactly what I'm looking for. I'll wait until I can get another hero before I decide if I should hire another hero or not. Now, Pain will continue making the industry into dust, or actually, let's make a few, no, not nest ships, but let's make a few invasion ships. Like 3 times worth in invasion ships is good enough for me, and then I can continue with the dust conversion. And now I'm only losing 9 dust per 10? How's that happening? Oh, because also gaining 24. I guess that makes sense. Alright, I like this build order, I'll stick to it, and I'll end my 10 as well. I really want this juice now, it's standing right in front of me. It's taunting me to drink it. I wanna drink it, and I cannot. Why? Actually, hold on a second. It's so cold outside, I can just open a window. Yeah. Cool. I can open a window, and then what? Because thing is, you know, I'm living... OMG, I forgot the word for that. You know, in those houses that usually stand in forests, or next to the forest, or, you know, at the countryside in general, they have those V-shaped roofs, and under those roofs there are usually additional rooms that you can live in. That's where I live in. My roof is V-shaped, and my walls are not actual walls. I only have roof on my sides. So that's how it is. So my window is also the kind of window that opens, not like a normal window would, but yeah, sure, go away. but it's the kind of window that does not allow me to actually put anything outside, because it would just roll down the roof. So this is kind of counterproductive. Anyway, enemy systems are here, and I'm going to get a new hero a little bit quicker. -5 turns is good enough for me, and now I get more experience on my current heroes, which is nice. I mean, it will not be a single boost to experience, it will just make me gain more experience faster. Also, I can have more ships in this fleet, and why not? Because, you know, it's better not to lose any ships. I've got only 2 Sokis left, they are damaged. Let's give this fleet another Soki, actually 2 Sokis, and 2 Barbarians as well. And that's all the ships I can give to this fleet. 13 ships out of 13, that's one of my favorite numbers of all time. I think that's my second. Let's say second favorite number. My absolute favorite number is 7. I love 7 above all other numbers, and I'm quite partial to 7s. Because there are 7s, how can you not like 7s? I don't get it. And my second favorite number is either 13, which brings me luck. I mean, the most luck I ever have is on the 13th of... whenever it's Friday the 13th. And that's always when I have a lot of luck, a ridiculous amount of luck. Every single time it doesn't fail me. I have no idea why or how, but I also do not really care, because having luck is always fun. I'm not going to complain or even wonder why that is. I think it's just because... it's mostly because I expect every Friday the 13th to actually be lucky for me, and I make it lucky for me. But regardless, it still works in the same. The end result is the same. The end becomes lucky. So I could care less. And the reason why I always believe that this particular type of day is going to be lucky for me is because when I was very, very young, on Friday the 13th, when I already knew that it's supposed to be an unlucky day, I'm not going to explain my day exactly to you, but I had a ridiculously lucky day. I found a lot of money out of nowhere, and I didn't have to give it back to anyone, which was also an added benefit. I did some things that people were proud of, and at the time, you know, I liked people being proud of me, and so these kind of things. It was a very lucky day, and I'll have to talk for a very long time to explain how lucky it was. And ever since, I believe that every time it is a Friday and also the 13th, I'm going to get lucky, and I usually do end up being lucky. So yeah, there's that. Also, the other number that I believe could be considered as my second favorite number is 9. I always liked 9, and now that I listen to Gas Generation, also known as Senyashide, which has 9 members, I just can't help but love 9 even more so than before, but 7 is still the best. So there's that. Okay, my approval lowered on Auriga for some reason. Why? You're not even being invaded anymore. I guess it's because of reasons? Question mark? I don't get it. Why did it lower so much? Is it because... let's read that. Overpopulation disapproval is the thing that's lowering me. Oh yeah, I am overpopulating. Okay, that makes sense. Also, did the event end? I mean, I don't remember having this amazing event, and it ended. Okay, so this also changes things. Good to know. Alright, Walk-in Center needs to be on. It is a pretty good thing because it does lower the ship cost while in Bushido bonus or star system. I think I'm still in Bushido bonus. Oh, well, because I just won a battle, so yeah, I am. And the other thing is, every time my ships are idle on star system, they also gain XP. Which is great, because they are actually continuously fighting on star system, which is, so it doesn't matter all that much. But at least I've got this, so it's going to be useful for me in the future. So there's that, and then a bunch of barbarians as well. Actually, I'm making them quite slow right now, but that's also because my approval is not where it's supposed to be. Now I'm making them like crazy. Actually, I'm not. But I'm getting there at the very least. Alright. I'm now losing quite a bit of dust pattern, a humongous amount of dust pattern in fact. But that will be fixed, relatively speaking, when objection starts converting industry to dust, and when my whole system also does the same thing. So I'm not too worried. I can afford to lose some dust, because honestly, I've got so much of it and I'm not really using it for any purposes. Alright, and because I can... Oh wow, those guys could give me a lot of dust. Let's do this. Cannot guard the system. What? Oh, because... Okay, my fleet deselected. Okay, that would explain some things. Alright, I also apparently cannot declare war or battle, and that's because I already declared a battle, so that's good to know. Alright, Geisha. Caught up is... Ooh, that's a really good wonder. If you remember this wonder, what does it give you? It gives you more happiness. I don't remember what happens when you unlock the full potential of this wonder, which is when you repair it. But I'm pretty sure it was something good, because I always really like it, I just don't really remember the details. What was that? Was it related to industry? I'm not sure, I'll have to check that later. And in general, Gate Trail is a pretty good system. Ancient Ruins on Arid, another Arid with Dust Water is pretty good. Arctic with Castor Syndrome and Lava with Mineral Pool are quite bad, I have to admit, but those two planets I think make up for it and make for a quite decent system in general. So there's that. Okay, so there's that, as I said, and anything else I should do in this particular turn? I don't think so, no. So let's just continue on with on my merry way and see what the future brings us. Also, I have no idea how long this video is. I know that it has been 10 minutes since I started counting the time, so I guess let's say they had to do this. It's Disharmony. I bet it's Disharmony. It had to be Disharmony. Yes, it is Disharmony. So I guess it's good I started to make my ships because I will need them really quickly because the bastards had to declare war on me, didn't they? Okay, so what's that? They... Oh yeah, I noticed. Thank you. Because they are running out of space for the F you! I will bear you population so we have plenty of space for it, because we will have no population left. Now, as for that, they decided to invade my system. Objection, they are doing quite poorly thus far, but this will change quickly, I'm afraid. So, I think I might actually sign a ceasefire treaty with Amoeba after they give me something. I'm not going to ceasefire with them after they give me nothing, because this will just offend me. Then I will be able to easily focus on Harmony and maybe kill them instead of Amoeba. Amoeba are scary and they need to be taken care of because they're too powerful, but I'm not too concerned just yet. Alright. Kinetics and beams I have prepared for that, and they have no shields, which is yet again nice for me. Defense formation all across the way, and the guillotine, because they have so many ships, I do need to go for guillotine, I believe. Even though I do counter them quite nicely-ish. Then again, I have 2 Barbarian 7s and a few Barbarian 5s, which are using beams. So it's not the best, but it's not the worst either. Alright, what else do I need to do? Well, I just have to pick a card. What card do I want to pick? The enemy continuously goes for Weapon Overclock, don't they? Unless they escape. So I don't think they'll go for Weapon Overclock. I mean, I think they will go for Weapon Overclock, and I don't think they will escape. So let's go for Manual and change my battle card if I need to. I really hope they won't escape, because the bad thing about the card I'm going to play is that it has a potential of lowering my lasers. I mean beams. And I don't want to lower my beam damage. So I'll change this card immediately if I notice that the enemy is not in fact going for Weapon Overclock. So yeah, hopefully they will. Hopefully they will. Also, I cannot drink my juice because it's too warm, but I can drink my water. So give me a second, I'll do that gladly. So far so good, but oh, the enemy started using bombers, I mean fighters, that's bad. Because they kind of forced me to use fighters on my own. I wanted to focus on bombers only, but I guess now... Oh, there's a cutesy little fellas. They look kind of... Not like Amoeba, I was about to say, because they're gold instead of not being gold. And, you know, Amoeba, I imagine, are those kind of brownie-ish and blue colors, and those guys are definitely gold. Then again, they don't look bad. I really like the looks of those guys. Let's have a quick look at how they're doing. They're just circling around in space and doing a decent job at firing at my ships, but fortunately I got such a dense armor, I don't think I'll care about those guys. I mean, those are fighters, for crying out loud. Fighters are not meant to take out capital ships like my ships, so I think I'm okay thus far. And so far I haven't lost a single ship. My Soki is taking quite a bit of pounding, which is unfortunate, but I'm obliterating the enemy fleet as well, which is fine by me. Now, I don't necessarily need fighters in order to counter the enemy fighters. I might as well go for point defense systems instead, and that's most likely what I'll do. I mean, yes, some of my ships are, especially, are really good at housing fighters. They have lower tornado fighters, but at the same time, I'd rather have point defense systems on bigger ships than be forced to use small ships just to house fighters. I think it makes sense. Alright, hero leveled up, which is nice. 2 ability points, actually 3, because I'm about to get Saber skilled, which is very nice. So, I need Saboteur. Where is that? That's after Master Hacker. Yeah, there we go. Master Hacker, Saboteur, and after that, ooh, Dirty Tricks is amazing. But I kinda want a rapid adaptation as well. I'm gonna get a rapid adaptation because it's very important. Plus 2% HP regenerated on a fleet Very important, especially since it also works in enemy areas, so I'm gonna go for that. Except, now I should be able to see all of the enemy systems, but the game needs attempt to realize that I actually have Master Hacker. So there is that. Also, I can declare another battle, and I'll do so gladly, and the enemy will regret its decision of ever declaring war on me. Defensive formation. Do I dare go for Nosebreaker, actually? The enemy barely has any defenses left. Sure, why not? I'll go for Nosebreaker with defensive formation and hopefully... Actually, you know what? I'll go for default formation. It doesn't look like the enemy has too many weapons. My opponents do have stone defenses and I want my Soakis to survive. I will do that for a change. And I'll continue going for magnetic field because it works so well, the AI doesn't learn. So yeah, let's go for that. Why not? Okay, the battle is loading and it will be another obliteration. And after this battle, I think the enemy will be willing to sign a cease treaty with a little bit better conditions for me. Is there any music? Yes, there is. I didn't hear it for a second. So, if I can get a tech from them, maybe a 2 or 3 or 5 or 10, then it will be fine by me. I don't think I will be able to create a system out of them. The AI has to be very desperate to offer you a system. Basically, you have to be able to take their system no matter what, so you have to be like 1 turn away from taking the system anyway, so it rarely happens. And I'm not really counting for a system just yet, I'm doing fine with my 3 systems, but a tech would be nice. Dust is okay, but I'm mostly counting for tech. Keep in mind, I did allow for tech exchange in this playthrough, and thus I would like a tech, as simple as that. Alright, am I countering the enemy at all? Yes, I am continuously countering them, which is why I'm not losing any ships. And no! Nosebreaker again! Why? I wanted to go for spread fire! No! And I still did so well. Wow, that's incredible. Despite the fact that I mistook Nosebreaker for spread fire. Wow. Why do I keep clicking on Nosebreaker? Is it because of the icon? I didn't actually like the Brass Knuckles icon. And that's because it reminds me of... how's it called? It reminds me of Binding of Isaac. Which, yet again, I'm always into minds about. On the one hand, I love the Binding of Isaac's gameplay. I think it's the best, the kind of gameplay I want from roguelikes that focus on combat and are not quite like Rogue at all. But you know what I mean. But at the same time, I hate the graphic style so effing much. I just do not play the game because it's too... I don't like it, I suppose that. Alright, I started besieging your system, Amoeba. What will you give me now for peace? You should be quite desperate, so maybe you will offer me a decent deal. Wait, that's Harmony. That's the Amoeba. I can't tell you two apart. And oh, why can I not ask for a peace treaty? I mean ceasefire treaty. Oh no, wait, you're always supposed to be able to go for a ceasefire, right? Unless you need... Oh, I need to be able to talk to them to even get a ceasefire treaty? Okay then, I'll grab that. Well, at least I'll continue killing those guys for 1 additional 10, which is always something, I guess. But in the meantime, the Harmony will continue to be extraordinarily annoying, and there was little I can do about that, I'm afraid. So you go over there, and I just realized, you know what I could be doing? What is something really cool I could be doing? I could be doing this. You go there. Rally point for the win! I finally started using those things, and I'm so happy. Alright, well, who are you? You are a scout. Well, why don't we intercept you with a few of our ships so I can feed on you, which is nice. Create a fleet, I mean, and start blocking the system, so that's that. Also, what else do I need to do? Make some more barbarians, that's nice, but I think I also need a few more Soakis, because my secondary fleet only has how many Soakis? 1. I need at least 2 more, preferably 3. So let's make 2 more, preferably 3. So that's 1, 2, preferably 3 more, and that's some barbarians afterwards. So there's that. This will be my secondary fleet, and it should do quite well against the Harmony. It might actually die, but that's fine because it will weaken Harmony quite badly. And even though they are strong, they are not all that strong. Okay, I can also see how many systems the Amoeba have. So there's one system over here, and another here, and another here. So they only have 4 systems, but they have to be pretty good because they are miles ahead of everybody else on the scoreboard for some reasons. Okay. And the 10, and now I think it's a good time to end that video, because actually it's probably quite a long one as well, because even after my delayed timer thingy action, It has been 20 minutes since that, so this video is probably like 30 minutes at the very least, so it should be pretty long already. So by all accounts, it's a good time to end. It was PANCZASU the Mighty Mix Power, and the usual, please leave a like, and please do leave a comment or like replying to them, even though it's sometimes difficult to do so with Google+, a few Google+, seriously. But I do like reading them and replying to them as well, and thank you for watching, and I'll see you online.